Hello there, and welcome to this episode of Coffee with Coach. Okay, so today we will be talking about what to do on holiday. Okay, most people come home from holiday feeling worse than they do when they actually go out there. Okay, um, holiday should be an opportunity to recharge your batteries and let your hair down a little bit. But if you let your hair down too much, then it's going to backfire on you when you get back. Okay, so there are a few ways you can keep your prog- keep your progression going well, and we're going to pop into those right now. So, first one is hydration. Drinking 6 to 8 glasses of water is a bare minimum. Okay, that's what you should be drinking over here in sort of normal weather. Okay, in hot sunshine, you want to be drinking a lot more than that. Okay, you're probably adding another two, maybe 3 glasses to that, if not more, depending on obviously the weather and the humidity. Okay, one thing I suggest you do is keep a bottle by your bed, or if you're in a hotel room with a mini freezer, keep one handy in the mini freezer, and then first thing in the morning, then have a good drink of water before doing anything else. Ideally, within 10 minutes of waking. Okay. This will give you more energy for your day. It'll help you recover better from any hangovers you might have instilled on yourself. Okay, give you less bloating as well, and it'll help you with cravings. Next thing is sunshine. Okay, with sunshine. Okay, sunshine is great as long as you don't overdo it. Okay, sunshine is going to give you an opportunity also to make your own vitamin D. Um, It's going to also improve your sleep. It's going to improve your mood. It's going to help you recover better, and it's going to improve hormone function. So there's lots of benefits there to getting into the sunshine. As I said, however, do not overdo it, especially on your first couple of days. So start off with if you've got normal skin, start off with 10 to 15 minutes um, of exposure to as much sun as possible. So that's 10 to 15 minutes each side sunbathing. Or if you're out walking in it, then try and keep it down to again 10 to 15 minutes because you got to get some from all angles there. Um, and then after that, then put the sunblock on. Don't put it on straight away because that will stop you from making vitamin D. Okay, even a low factor will stop you making vitamin D. So give yourself that 10 to 15 minutes. Vitamin D is actually a better protection from skin cancer than the sunblock is. So um, you'll find that short window, especially to start off with, if you haven't already got a base tan, will give you round about 10,000 international units of vitamin D, which is what I consider an optimal dose. Um, each day, you can add 5 minutes to that sunbathing time without the protection. After you you've done your non-protection time, as I say, factor factor 15 or higher. After that, if you're staying in the sun, ideally um, get yourself under a parasol or into some shade after that, and just enjoy the sunlight and the heat without further exposure because you've already made your vitamin C for the day. And the last thing you need to do is burn because that is what's going to increase your risk of cancer. Okay, so that's sun. Okay, next up is your diet. Okay, um, generally speaking, when we go on holiday, there's lots of great opportunities to eat healthy. Okay. Um, there's also lots of great opportunities to not eat healthy. So it's up to you to make the right choices. Okay. The ways to stay on track are use things like intermittent fasting. So um, if you know you're going to have lots of calories on the evening, for example, then you might want to skip breakfast completely. Okay, and then just have your lunch around about 12, 1 o'clock ish, and get that through to carry you through till your evening meal. Okay, another approach is the low carb mornings approach. Okay, so in your first two meals, keep your meals um, as carb free as possible. Okay, so avoid the French pastries, croissants, and the likes. Go for the yogurt, nuts, because the thing that's going to s- trigger any storage is not necessarily your calories, it's your carbohydrates. Okay, so any sugars, any starchy carbs you have, they're what's going to trigger the storage of fat. Um, so keep your meals high protein, high in high in good fats, ideally. Okay, so that's things like nuts, seeds, as I said before. Um, uh, Moderate amounts of animal fats, so things like eggs are great. Try and stay away from the processed foods. A little bit's not going to be the end of the world, but obviously, less processed food is the better. Um, So do that for breakfast and lunch. Okay, so lunch, go for things like fish and salad, or chicken and salad, or something along that sort of lines, or maybe even go down the vegetarian route and have sort of a bean bean based dish or something like that. Okay, then say, because we know we're on holiday, we go give ourselves a break, so we know we're gonna have some carbs. Try and save them all for one meal. Okay, have them all at once. Okay, so if you've been good all day, then save them for that one meal. Let your hair down a little bit. Okay. The reason I recommend these strategies is to give you better appetite control. If you start eating high carbs first thing in the morning, you are going to want to eat more and more often. Um, and that is just going to lead to excess calories, and cravings for carbohydrate foods. Okay, once you've had that evening meal, try not to eat anything after that. Okay, next up, steps. Okay, um, again, being on holiday, it's a great opportunity to get around, see places. If anything's fairly local, try to walk there. Try not to automatically jump in a taxi to get in places. Okay, get a map from the hotel desk and or directions, and then have see where you're going on foot. Okay, try to get those 7,000 steps in. Okay, this is it's a game changer. Again, it's going to help you improve digestion. It's going to give you better blood sugar levels. Okay, it's going to give you better recovery, and it's also going to leave you with more energy. The more energy we have, the more we tend to enjoy ourselves as well. Um, so, along with that better digestion and blood sugar, um, try and take a walk after your biggest meal of the day. So if you've saved it all for the evening and you're having having a nice meal out in the restaurant where you're packing in those carbohydrates. Try and go for a walk after that meal. If you're on the coastline or anywhere with a great view, it's an ideal opportunity to sort of soak in the atmosphere as well. Okay, next up, um, muscles. Okay, we don't want to lose all our gains from the gym just because we're on holiday. Okay, so once or twice a week, just spare yourself 10, 15 minutes just to do a couple of basic body weight exercises. Okay, things like body weight squats, press ups. It's all you really need to do. We're not here to we're not on sorry, we're not on holiday to have full blown gym sessions. I mean, if you've got a gym there and you want to do that, great, knock yourself out. But if that's not your thing, then just do 3 sets of 10, 15 squats, and then 3 sets of 5 to 10 press ups. As I say, once or twice a week. That'll just keep your body ticking over, save you losing any muscle and going backwards before you get back. Okay, drink smarter. Okay, chances are you're gonna want a drink when you're on holiday. Okay, so first thing to do is before you go out for that drink or meal, have a drink of water before you go. Okay, I recommend round about a pint, so that's normally about two of your normal glasses. Okay, ideally drink red wine and drink it with your meals. Okay, if red wine contains uh, res. I can't get my words out now. I'll give up. Okay. Anyway, it contains a. My brain has really dried out today. It contains compounds that basically help you stay young. Okay. Um, I can't pronounce it right now. At some stage, I'll let everyone know what it is. Um, basically, it's got lots of flavonoids in there that are going to do you loads of favors. So, a couple of glasses of red wine, ideally with meals, is the best way forward. Okay, if you're going to drink more than that, um, by having that glass of water beforehand is going to stop you being as thirsty, which will hopefully slow down the pace you drink at. So you maybe have one or two less drinks than you would have done otherwise. Okay. Try to avoid the screw it on a holiday mentality, where you just basically drink as much as you humanly can. Not only is that going to um, have negative effects on any progress you've made in the gym before you've went, but it's also going to leave you dehydrated for the next day, which means you're not going to get as much out your holiday as you could do. Okay, so the goal is come home feeling better, not worse. Okay. Um, I'm going to create a PDF of this. And I'm also going to create a short course in the community um, with accountability built into that. So if you're interested in that, um, especially the PDF version, then if you just drop a comment saying holiday, and then I'll get that sent over to you.